So we're just off to catch the ferry to Denmark. It's been gale force winds all night, so this might be a bit of a bumpy journey. Hey, can you get any straighter? My goodness. I think we're definitely going to get bounced about on this ferry. Oh, look at him singing away. Happy days. A man happy in his job. So sweet. Well, we just went to check in and they said, are you a lorry? Are you a motorhome? You're just confusing. Can you go in with the motorhome? So here we are. We're not in with the freight. We've got to load up with the motorhomes. Hee, I always think it's exciting when we go on board. Here we go. It was quite narrow. Well, we've just come off the ferry. We're in Denmark, and literally just a few miles down the road we stopped for bites of lunch in these great big lay-bys they have. So is everybody else. It's filled, isn't it? Everybody's had the same idea. It's blowing a gale still and raining at the moment, so we're now heading straight on down to Copenhagen. It's about 150 kilometres, which is where we'll spend the next couple of days looking around, catching up with some friends, and we will see you soon. Well, we've been fighting some gale force winds and rain all day, so we've decided that we're going to just pull over for the night along the coast at a place called Copenhagen. We went for a walk. It was absolutely tipping it down, so apologies there aren't any video for this, but we decided not to take the main cameras out in that weather. And when we got back, we found that there were two other motorhomes had the same idea, and they parked right up behind Leopard for shelter. So we had a general chat with them, and that was quite funny, but no problems, and we're all heading back off in the morning. We managed to find a really nice little place called Give Marina, which is outside of Copenhagen. We find marinas are pretty good with Leopard because she's so big and long. They normally have quite a lot of space to be able to manoeuvre in and out because of boats. So we've parked up there, and we will then catch a train and go in and see Copenhagen in the morning. We found that the marina is a holding point for a lot of the princess boats, so there's some absolute beauties. So we've got some rather lovely neighbours for the next few days. Yeah, we can cope with that, I think. It's a beautiful stroll along past the marina. Even saw some Highland cows, so we're going to go and hop on a train and get into Copenhagen. So here we are at Copenhagen station, ready to go and explore. It's a really attractive station. We're going to make our way to the waterfront.
Yeah, we may get blown off our feet, but never mind.
Yeah, I mean the gale force winds that were around yesterday when we came over on the ferry, my goodness me, last night, you know, Leopard's a heavy girl, but even she was rocking and rolling last night. The winds were so strong. Copenhagen is known as one of the happiest cities because it boasts the third lowest annual working hours behind Frankfurt and Berlin, so that's a good point. And also, breathing clean air comes easy in Copenhagen as it has the 5th lowest pollution index of any city analysed. So it's a great place to do any outdoor exercise. So walking around, perfect. It really is one of Northern Europe's most charming cities because it's overflowing with history, culture and sights. The buildings are so attractive. Just charming and really, really stylish, I think. I just love the look of it. as you walk around the city, there's a lovely fusion of old, classical, modern, beautiful. It's wonderful, and it sort of blends fantastically. The architecture of Copenhagen is characterised by a really wide variety of styles, progressing through from early 17th century, the elegant mansions and palaces, to 19th century residential boroughs and cultural institutions and modernistic. It's just a whole menagerie of beautiful styles. This area is called Reffen, meaning New Harbour, although it was built in the second half of the 17th century, so not quite so new. But as soon as you turn into this area, the colours, the waterways and the boats hit you like a fairy story setting. It's a harbour that actually comes straight out of a storybook, and Hans Christian Andersen actually lived on this very harbour for much of his life, so you can see why his stories were inspired. We were just listening to somebody doing the guide, and they were saying that the new apartments that built in the centre are around 4 million, so pretty expensive place to live. This is an eating area just down from the waterfront. The waterfront's beautiful, got restaurants and bars, but they're quite expensive. But if you come and just walk just over the bridge, you'll get to this area, and there's all sorts of easy, quick buy food, grills, burgers, or whatever you can get to a little bit cheaper. But we're going to walk on to Reffen, which is an area about a 35 minute walk out of the city, but it's beautiful and it's nice to go outside the city, and it's known for its street food, so everybody says you've got to go and try that. It's wonderful to see places revitalised. These are old warehouses that belong to the docks, and they're now restaurants, offices, blocks, and opposite the buildings, new buildings which are being built, are really rather smart. So this is going to be quite a little area to live, with the offices here and the beautiful apartments there. Very, very nice, and I bet not cheap. That's going to be some conversion. Wow, looks like it's on a boat, doesn't it? Amazing. This is a beautiful spot looking back over at the city behind us. Lovely. This is a touch of modernisation, smart living with a concrete hull and living quarters above as well. What a smart place to be on the waters just outside the city. Really lovely. This is a spectacle of modern architecture. It's beautiful. The more you look at it, the more you think physics say it shouldn't be able to sit like that. Just stunning, absolutely stunning. This is outside the city, and it's lovely and quiet. I mean, a lot of it is university buildings, lots of offices and things, and of course universities aren't back yet, so it's very quiet. But the beautiful hustle bustle vibe that you get in the middle of the city is wonderful. It's a great vibe, but it's beautiful when you come outside the city, and it's very peaceful, and it's not far. It's a 20-minute walk, and here we are. Oh look, I should have had a leopard sticker with me. Oh, that would have been fun. Never mind, lots of little stickers on there. So Reffen is a place where street food, craft, culture, music, diverse communities all come together. And it came to life in about 2018 on a dusty, neglected harbourside lot surrounded by rundown workshops. Some of the shipping containers, urban riggers, have now been converted now, are really quite a niche place to live. With the quirky moose. Great name. Here we are, Reffen, which is the street food area. And here we go. Oh, fusion of smells.
You gotta wander around first.
Yeah. Fusion of smells is gorgeous. The people behind Reffen are a group of container romantics and street food aficionados who love Copenhagen and connecting with everybody everywhere. And their mission was from day one to open up the harbour and share street food experience with people. It's not just food at Reffen. Other experiences such as art, music festivals, drag nights, horror shows, all sorts of things go on at here. And in essence, it's a pulsating little hotspot outside the city centre that can stimulate your senses and give you an excellent time out of the ordinary. So we have had Afghan mains and African pudding. They're like little donuts with fresh mango.
Truly international vibe here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice to take the time out to go that little bit further and experience another little taste of Copenhagen. Having spent a wonderful few days in Copenhagen seeing friends, sightseeing, it was time to move on and head for the Øresund Bridge. This is a bridge that takes you from Denmark over to Sweden, and we're really looking forward to this because we're going to go and spend some time with family back out in Sweden. So first of all, head to the bridge and head to the tolls. The Øresund Bridge is a combined railway and motorway bridge across the strait between Denmark and Sweden. It's the longest in Europe, both railway and roadway combined in a single structure, and it runs nearly 8 kilometres. I remember many years ago being in Sweden, having to get over to Denmark with family. It was a ferry over across. Now you can just drive across. It just takes 20 minutes. Not cheap, but it's a great way. And oh, what a sight to be driving across it. Fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. So that's it. We're just coming over into Sweden and we'll be driving down to Ystad. It's a lovely little port town and we're parked up at the marina there. So next week we'll show you around Ystad. And I have to take my hats off to those two girls in the water. It is freezing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please click and subscribe, and it's great to have you on board. Next week I'll show you around Ystad, and then we'll be driving down to Aarhus and see my family and the fun we had there, and show you around there. It's a really, really interesting town. Take care. See you soon. Bye.